Hello everyone, it's Chad, and today I'm going to talk about handling negative emotions. I talked about handling negative events in the past, but now I'm talking about negative emotions. What that means is like you're feeling upset, discouraged, lazy, whatever. This is a really simple video. Very simple. The answer to negative emotions is action. Doing things. Get off your ass and do something. I mean, that's how simple it is. The more you work, it's kind of weird how it works. The more you work, the less negative you feel. Is that why I work so much? I don't know. But I find you can either pick two roles in society. You can either be responsible or be a victim. Take responsibility or delegate responsibility. And what I mean by responsibility is not being accountability, but responsibility. Most people point the finger. It's like, I'm pointing, it's this person's fault, it's this person's fault, it's this person's fault, this person's fault. And the reality of the situation is, in every situation, you can always find something that you could have done better. Always find a solution that could have been better than your idea. And I find that, most people don't see it that way. This person is such a bitch. Oh, this person is such a horrible person. Oh, this person lacks integrity. Oh, this person's a moron. Maybe you just didn't explain yourself correctly. I find that that's the biggest problem that we're having is handling these emotions and then taking action on the negativity that we feel from the situation. So if you have a negative emotion about somebody or something, it's best to just act. And whether that is take the item on yourself, the action on yourself, and do it yourself, which I don't always recommend, or work through it. In business, we have trouble a lot. Not just we, but us as business people, we run into problems. That's why I love businesses, because we're challenged on a different level. We're challenged on a level that where we feel business is like a living organism. It has its operations, it has its sales, it has its finance, it has its customer service, it has its executive functions, it has its brand, it has marketing, it has advertising, it has word choices, it has market demographics, research, spreadsheeting. I mean, it has everything. It's a living organism, and each department interrelates with the next one. That is a challenge in itself, is to find the relationship between these projects. So anyway, point is, it's ultimately working in this large organism, and if I'm always pinning the blame on someone else and playing victim, oh, it's the market, oh, it's this person, oh, it's that person, oh, they're an idiot. What typically is going to happen is I'm failing to take responsibility for where I have failed, and by doing that, nothing's ever going to change. Where has the business failed? Where has the systems failed? Where has our metrics failed? Where has our systems control, quality control? Where has it succeeded and where has it failed? And so that's where I take responsibility. Naturally, there's another end of the spectrum, of course. And the other end of the spectrum is that you take too much responsibility for things that you may have not had any control over. Big storm comes in, it rains, it thunderstorms, boom. Big thunder, oh my God, it's my fault. Okay, the thunder is not your fault. The fact that lightning struck the building is not your fault. But what can you do in the future to prevent it? What systems could we have in place to prevent things like that from happening? Mistakes are good. Failures are good. I don't see why people see failure as such a bad thing. I see failure as a stepping stone to learn and to grow and to become better, but so many people are afraid of it. So the real answer is, when you're accepting a failure, then you're willing to make mistakes, and when you're willing to make mistakes, what you're going to see is that negative emotions are usually a direct response of you sitting in a position of inaction or playing victim. As in, oh, it's too hard. It's too this. So the best thing I like to do is I like to compile a list, get a piece of paper and write all the negative emotions you feel. Okay? And then you take another piece of paper, like a slider, and then you write action on the other side. So you split the paper in two, write all the negative emotions, and write action. They're like contradictory, okay? The answer to all the negative emotions is slide the piece of paper over, and it's action. Action solves 90% of crap. Just do it. I don't have any leads this week. Work. I don't have anything to do this week. Work. I feel bad this week. Why? because you haven't done anything. I don't know what it could be, but I find that action is the answer to most things. Is action, 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 action. So take action and take responsibility. That's the answer to all this, is just action and responsibility, action and responsibility, action and responsibility. If you can do that and take control, stop pointing the finger at everyone else. Stop going, oh my God, it's that person's fault. Oh my God, it's that person's fault. What can you do better? Okay? What can you do that's going to change your ability to do when you go through that event again? How are you going to handle it differently? Yes, people are retarded. Yes, people are F-heads. I didn't say it this time, huh? Okay, and then people are complete morons in a lot of ways. But it doesn't mean that it's all their fault. It doesn't mean it's 100% their fault. Sometimes you clash with another person. That's normal. Conflict is good. Conflict leads to growth. I don't believe that everybody should get along perfectly and everybody should do this perfectly. I think all that is just, it's fairy tale land. I think conflict is good. I think conflict leads to resolution, leads to change, leads to growth, leads to innovation. One of the things that I feel that we overlook is the fear, this fear of conflict. It's like, oh my God, I don't want to make someone mad. I think conflict is really good. I think conflict it's a stepping stone for a lot of us. Anyway, I don't want to rant on too much today. I got too much crap to do, but it was just a thought on my mind. If you have any questions, of course, you can post it, and please don't be an idiot and post something absolutely ridiculous. You're entitled to your own opinion, but don't be an idiot, or be professional, please. I really try to answer your questions, not what I'm thinking, but what I feel is the most professional response I can give you. Sometimes I think negative things when I see a certain comment, or I see somebody talks to me or says something. Naturally, being an ENTJ, I'm thinking, what an idiot. But instead, I find that practicing and appropriating a good response for things has made me naturally start thinking in that direction, instead of going, oh, that person's just an idiot right off the bat. Instead of, it's now thinking, okay, what is this person thinking? What is this person feeling? So anyway, please be professional in your response. Yes, you're entitled to an opinion completely different than mine. Yes, you can disagree. Just be professional and support it with evidence. Don't be like, you're wrong, and then say nothing. Support it with evidence. So maybe that your viewpoint, I can understand you, and maybe I can correct myself. Some of the older videos I just don't agree with anymore, because as I move forward in this journey, I realize things, I grow things, my opinion changes. So anyway, that's my message. Take care.